afternoon, people. My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a great Friday so far. I'm here at my flat in Rochester. Alexa, what's the time, please? Alexa, what is the time?
The time is 12:12 p.m.
Right, guys, so what's gone on since my last video? Well, I took Max out for a walk early. The weather was absolutely awful, raining, drizzly, not cold though. It feels to me like it's humid. So although it's raining and you feel like you've got to put a coat on, it is extremely hot in the air. So it's like warm outside but with rain. So I took Max out and I had my raincoat on and my Wellington boots, and I put some rubbish in the bin, and then I walked across the road and up around to the Rochester Riverside dog walking area, and I walked past the builders and I walked all around the field by myself. There was nobody else on there. There was builders, there was one on a mobile phone, and yesterday I had to walk behind two builders. There was a builder that walked right behind my back this morning, but I just take things easy, I take things slowly. Yeah, I'm always like turning around to see, you know, who this stalker is, but I'm not letting it prevent me from like doing my everyday activities. I have to take Max out for a walk, otherwise what would happen if I didn't take my dog out for a walk? He'd piss and poo everywhere, wouldn't he? And although he's a tiny cat and he's smaller than my cats actually, he still makes a mess. So I took Max out for a walk. I just took it slowly, took it easy, didn't get up too much, just walk Max basically. Sometimes I take his tennis ball out and throw it to him, little mini tennis ball. Came back into the flat. The cleaners were about to clean inside the flats, and I went round the back way and up the stairs and into my flat, and the cats had made a mess. The cats had made a mess. So I cleaned it up. Sometimes, I mean, they miss the litter tray, so I had cleaned the cat litter, whatever it was on the floor, up. Cleaned it, got the flash liquid, got the cloth, cleaned the mess, tied it up, and then I thought, right, I need to get gas. I have to get gas, I have to get electricity, I have to do it, so I'm going to do it today. And I didn't say anything because I didn't want idiots following me about and upsetting my morning. So I got my money in my little container, put it in my backpack, which I took out, my red rucksack, and I walked down the bottom way. And immediately, going underneath that little bridge at the bottom, which is blocked for cars to go through, but pedestrians can go through it, there was a blonde woman right behind me. A fair-sized blonde woman was right behind my back, and she smelt of perfume. Really, really strong perfume. I crossed over the roads by the traffic lights, and obviously I wanted to go into Rochester Post Office, which is in Rochester High Street. And I walked into the post office. There was an Asian lady selling the Big Issue, and she was talking to an old man, and they were right in front of the post office front door. So I just dodged between the two of them, went into the post office, and I was served straight away. And she said, the lady was very nice and she was very polite, and she said, I'm sorry, I can't put the gas on because the machine isn't working. She said, I can do your electric. So I put £15 on my electricity meter, and she said that the post office in Rochester High Street is closing in November. It's shutting down. So it's not their fault. So I had a look around. I was looking around for spectacle wipes. You know, spectacle wipes. You know, things that wipe your spectacles, your glasses. Spectacle wipes. And the cheapest ones that I could see were £7. They were $6.99, and I thought that is really, really expensive for spectacle wipes. My dad used to have them, so I didn't get those. There was like a glasses cleaner for 99p, but I actually wanted like the alcohol wipes that actually wipe your spectacles, because when it's raining, as it is now, it's raining a lot, that my glasses get all steamed up and I need something to wipe them with. But I am not paying £7 for a box of wipes. That's far too expensive. So I put my electric on, which was £15, and then I had to walk right to the bottom of Rochester High Street where the newsagents is. There's a newsagents, and there was a man hovering about at the desk, and he went to serve this lady first, to the man behind the desk. So he served me, and I put my gas on, and I bought a Kinder Egg and some chewing gum as well. So it was okay in there, but there was a man on his mobile, stood at the front of the desk, and he said, serve this lady first, and I got my gas and I got my bits and pieces, and I walked out of the shop. I didn't feel stressed, I didn't feel unhappy, and I didn't do anything stupid, because when I feel provoked and triggered, I get cross and I get angry, and I start acting anxious. And when I get anxious, I you know, people can tell, can't they? Like your hands shake, you get all red in the face, and you feel rotten. So I walked out of the newsagents, I walked back up Rochester High Street, and I looked in Bernardo's, which is a charity shop, and there was a woman behind me with a mobile phone on loudspeaker, and it started like making my tooth, because I've got a root that's exposed, and every time someone comes near it with a mobile, I get electric shock to it. So she kept walking around the Bernardo shop, which was actually putting me off, and it was quite painful in my jaw. So I walked out of Bernardo's, I didn't buy anything in there, and then I thought, shall I go into the cathedral? And I just couldn't be bothered, you know. I thought, right, no, I won't go in the cathedral today, I'll do that another day. And I was looking at charity shops to see if I could find any bargains, anything unusual, maybe some clothes that weren't really, really hot, but like shirts instead of jumpers, because I've been feeling really, really hot. But I want something to cover my arms, and like wintry and autumnary, but I didn't want something that was really, really hot, like jumpers, because I felt really hot everywhere I went. I was like burning up and sweating in that coat. And other people have been walking around in shorts and t-shirts, even though it's raining, because it's humid. So I went into the Meltzer charity shop next, and I'll show you what I got in the video, another video. I'll go through what I got in the shops. I'm just talking about my day at the moment. So very nice in there. I walked in there, and the assistant went, hello, and every time a customer came in, hello, 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 which is very polite and nice. And I bought my items, and I was served very, very well and very, very politely, so I was grateful for that. I walked into one charity shop and I'm not prepared to pay £30 for size 7 boots. £30 for second-hand boots. I actually managed to buy a pair of new boots for £15 and they were brand new. I'm not buying boots that for the second-hand prices. £30. £30. Ripping people off. Right? So I looked in a few charity shops that they're so expensive. Everything's rising. Gas, electric, grocery shopping and charity shops are extortionate. £30 for a second-hand pair of boots, and I thought no. So I found it at half that price for a brand new pair from Marks and Spencer's. So I went out to the Meltzer charity shop. I walked across to other charity shops because I was looking for a bag, an accessory handbag to go with the items I'd bought. And I went to Oxfam shop. All I could see in there was a pig candle. Yes, a candle in the shape of a pig. Lemongrass smell. Lemongrass. I bypassed that. I didn't want that. There was a lot of items with pigs on in the charity shops. Big pigs. Pig earrings in one charity shop. So someone must have got rid of all their collection of pig items. You know, pig. My father Derek used to call me Pig. Pig and Piglet. So it was raining and I didn't want to hang about. So I went into a charity shop, got a nice little handbag and a scarf, and then I went into the newsagents, and that is where I felt really, really suffocated, squashed, anxious, nervous, and worried, because about 20 school boys and girls came into the newsagents, right? I was looking for a loaf of bread, and I was surrounded by teenage boys and girls, and two very nasty looking workmen dressed in dirty builder's gear, and they kept making grunts like and I felt really, really anxious and stifled and suffocated, but I kept the items in my basket. I didn't run out of the store. I stood my ground and I just did not do anything stupid. But I felt very, very awkward and uneasy, especially after the messages I've been getting off of Flirt Finder and the images that are on Flirt Finder, which are quite disturbing. Somebody's profile pictures was of a man in bondage with a zipped up, PVC cover over his face with a zip down the middle. So that's Flirt Finder for you. Some very disturbing profile pictures on Flirt Finder. So I got a scratch card as well. I'm going to show all the items in another video. I then decided, right, I've had enough of this. I was looking at the Halloween shop fronts as well. So I was trying to look at the Halloween shop fronts and take photographs of them. I saw a Twix van, a van with Twix printed all over it. A lot of cars were parked halfway on the pavement and half off. I walked past the Queen Charlotte pub, which is down the bottom of Rochester High Street. I didn't go in the library. I didn't see Charlie either, because Charlie lives very near to the High Street. so I got everything I wanted, and I got my breads, and that's it really. There is not like stores like the Pound Shop is in Strood, Morrison's is in Strood. So when I collect my repeat prescription, which is towards the end of the month now, I nip into Strood, and then I go into the Pound Shop and Morrison's and the Cancer Research Charity Shop. So today I've been into the Demeltzer Charity Shop, and there was another charity shop which has got the I've got the receipts. So I went into Metro Food and Wine Limited, which is in the High Street, and that's a pay zone, so I can get that's where I got my gas. That's where I got my gas, sorry. Metro Food and Wine, 194 High Street, Rochester. Because there's a news agent at the top, near the top end of Rochester. And I went into the Wisdom Hospice shop in Rochester to get my small handbag. At the moment I'm cool, calm and collected, I'm relaxed. There is noise next door. It's a young child running up and down, and that's what you expect. So I'm not cross, I'm not angry, I'm not in my flat stuck. I've been out, I've gone for a walk, I've taken Max out this morning, and you heard my mum's voice message to me this morning. She hasn't phoned so far this afternoon, but I'm sure she will. And I've had a small win on one of my scratch cards as well, which has made me feel great. And noise is not making me jump or hurting me at the moment. So I feel cool. Right, I'm going to upload this video, guys. What this afternoon brings, I haven't got a clue, but I don't intend to lose my temper or look mad, and I'm not. And Kent Home Choice has still not called me back, and I said that I will be making a complaint and I'll be calling them next week, because when someone says I'm going to ring you back, you don't fob me off. See you later.